Should businesses be involved or make statements about politics?
Oh, me and
I think personally, no.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And my reasoning is because they're not going to tell the truth anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I have a pretty, I don't know, maybe polarizing or maybe cynical view about this. I'll give you an example. Black Lives Matter.
I'm glad you said it and I didn't have to.
All of a sudden, every company's Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. We didn't know all this time. We didn't know. It's like, no, and you did know, and you know now, but it's only important because it's trendy. You're going to look like the racist company if you don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that is not an actual reflection of what a company may think. That's one example. Or another example would be being eco-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
These companies didn't care before.
They don't care now.
They cared about their bottom line, and they still don't. And they still don't care now. But they
make
pretend,
they make these statements and they still don't care.
They pretend to care.
They pretend to care.
And the first example was a little bit more, like people like, But I think being eco-friendly is a perfect example. Or being health conscious, like doing yoga retreats for their employees and this, that, and the third. It's just the way the society is moving and following the trend of what everyone else is doing and what is politically correct.
I would say that's different. Yoga retreats for the company, their employees is different.
Well, that maybe they consider that might keep their employees motivated and getting off time. And
yeah,
maybe
that's an internal thing.
So, but like at the same time, though, it's an internal thing, but it's also, I see again the cynicism. It's like if other companies are doing it, I'm going to seem less attractive as a company that someone would want to work for.
Yeah, it's free market. It's a free market. Power of the free market. That's fine.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, it's not genuine. It's not always genuine caring about a particular topic or way of doing things. It's because of what, the conditions around you.
Right. These are more like political statements, right? Like the war in Ukraine. Why is Nike releasing a statement on the war in Ukraine?
Oh, it is politics. We did say politics, though.
Like, what is Nike have to, like? Did you start the war, Nike? Like, why are you commenting on the war in Ukraine? Also, Nike, like, I hate the fact that companies have values. Like, companies need to have beliefs and stand for something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, you're not real. You know what I mean? Like, a company isn't a person. A company like Nike.
Yeah.
Nike cannot have values. Nike is a piece of paper legally.
Mm-hmm.
Nike is just government documents saying that it's a company. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is.
Right.
That's all it is.
It's like we're a united front. Our, 300,000 employees, we all have the same opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Talking with Tarashuk doesn't have any opinions on anything. It's a podcast. It's not real. Me, Will Tarashuk, I have opinions on fucking everything. I have.
Oh yeah.
I have values.
We wouldn't have a show if you didn't.
Exactly. I have values. I have morals. If the CEO of Nike or like Elon Musk wants to make a personal statement on the war in Ukraine or Black Lives Matter or Roe v. Wade or Donald Trump or January 6th, fine. You're an individual. You have rights, morals, and values. As
an individual.
Yeah, as a limited liable company, whatever an LLC stands for, you stand.
That's what it stands for.
You stand for fucking nothing because all you are is this legal document saying that you're a business to make money. Right? That's all you are. You are not a person. You don't have thoughts and feelings or emotions or values.
It's marketing.
It's marketing.
It's marketing.
And it's just like, don't do it. Don't do it unless it has something to do directly with you. Like I don't know who.
The companies are acting like they're a sovereign nation.
Exactly. If George Floyd was an executive for TD Bank or was a general manager at a TD Bank branch. And TD Bank released a statement, that's totally appropriate because it has to do with you. It has to do directly with
Oh
you.
yeah, with an employee.
Right, like
you're saying if George Floyd worked for TD Bank.
Yeah, and what happened to him actually happened to him, and like TD Bank releases a statement, that's appropriate. But if Bank of America releases a statement alongside it, Bank of America can go fuck yourself. You're not real. You know what I mean? Like, you're not real. You're not a real person.
You're not
real. Because unless it has directly something to do with your company, why are you making a statement? Why you want a soapbox? Why? Like, what if someone in your company? I'm not going to use George Floyd as an example, but like, why does everyone in your company to adhere and agree to these made up policies in your mission statement? This is ridiculous. And why do people expect companies to make a statement like this? Like, if a company doesn't change their logo to be rainbow in June for Pride Month, like, people legitimately get angry. And I'm like, why? Why?
Yeah, that's kind of a bigger.
Why does a company need to stand for something?
Well, because we're in an era where, and I get it to an extent, social responsibility. One of the probably top companies in the world is they make the shoes and they donate a pair every time they sell a pair.
Yes, I forget who you're
Tom's.
Yes.
Tom's.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I like that. But because you have these companies that are doing the socially responsible thing, whether that's like donating the shoes or helping the kids in Flint, Michigan with water.
I would also say that's completely different because one, that's philanthropy, so that's different.
Right.
That's philanthropy. And,
but it is social responsibility.
But it has to do directly with their business.
Right.
But I'm not saying businesses shouldn't do the right thing. But
I'm saying
stay in your fucking lane.
I'm saying because I think people blur the lines between the two.
Yeah.
That's the point that I'm making.
Yeah.
Because we live in a world where there are social responsible companies that do things, or like the social responsibility of like clothing makers who aren't using sweatshops. Because of so much people getting in trouble over things, now it's kind of transitioned from someone just not doing wrong to like, okay, but what do you stand for? What are your values? I think those lines have become blurred, and that's the reason why people expect companies that aren't even individuals to care about things like in general.
Yeah, my answer would be my company doesn't stand for anything. My company stands to make money because that's what a company does. That's what a company is.
But how do you feel about the war?
My company has no opinion on the war because my company can't speak.
Unless you're a weapons manufacturer.
My company does not have vocal cords. My company has people who write PR statements, but those are just people. Now, if someone from my company, like, I got Willie T Productions, Willie T Productions would not be making a statement on anything. Like, and that has directly to do with us. Now, if one of my employees wants to make a statement, go for it. You are fully allowed within your rights. I do not care. Like, if you want to change your logo to the pride flag, you want to wear rainbow every single day of the month of June in the office, fine. No problem whatsoever.
That's actually a good parallel to the Black Lives Matter thing, the pride flag.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If you don't do it, then people are thinking, oh, this person isn't with it.
Yeah, and they also skew left all the time. You don't see companies making like, we support our cops, thin blue line, baby, right? Like, it's only really matters on the left or issues on the left that companies come out and support.
Well, because those are the people that are, calling people out over these things, for better and for worse.
Yeah, they're the ones who actually care.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I mean, the right is kind of just status quo, so there's nothing even to talk about.
Well, the right don't expect it. I don't think. I bet people on the right would love a company to stand for the thin blue line that isn't like a gun company or like a severe right wing company. I mean, gun companies aren't severe right wing, but.
I mean, it's just. I mean, the times have changed so much.
Yeah.
There was a time where like support our troop stickers were like on the back of cars, and I hear you.
It just genuinely annoys me that companies make statements like this that have nothing to do with them.
Do you have an example?
Oh, I don't. Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
I can give an example though. Surprisingly, that once Roe vs. Wade was overturned, a lot of companies didn't say anything.
Well, that was smart.
Well, here's the thing. People noticed. Because that's kind of the hole they dug themselves into. That might have been why I wrote this question down. companies for George Floyd, for example, everyone made a statement. Like the New York Yankees wrote a statement, right? Based sports teams now making a statement. Everyone made a statement about the injustice of George Floyd.
I mean, here's the thing. I think this is where I'll kind of add an addendum to companies making statements.
Twitch, like, listen,
I think things that
I think it's more
that are about humanity, like issues, common decency, the oppression of a certain people, whether it's women or minorities or whoever. The thing that happened with George Floyd, police brutality. I think sometimes in those cases, it's okay because we're talking about common human decency here.
Sure, but I don't think a company should release a statement. I think the CEO of that company should release a statement. I think that's more powerful. I think Jeff Bezos releasing a statement is more powerful than Amazon releasing a statement.
Oh, so you're saying the statement reads, not a direct quote, but Amazon believes.
Yeah, Amazon. It's not even it's not even a meaningful statement. It's just written by lawyers and PR reps. Amazon stands with blank for the injustice of blank and in defense of blank because of blank, and they just mix and match to certain topics that are being discussed. Now, like when celebrities all came out after George Floyd, or like celebrities had their thing during the pandemic, like wellness together, totally fine. Not an issue with that. Like if Kim Kardashian wants to do her clothing brand, because it is her brand, it is really herself. I think that's different because it represents her, right? It's her name on her brand. Like she is speaking for herself. But companies shouldn't make comments on anything like that because they don't believe in anything because they're not real people.
I see your point.
They're not real people. Like your company physically cannot have values because only people and living things can actually have values.
You're not real.
You're not real. You're not real. You shouldn't expect a company to have these values because, again, they're not real. And just to say a company has these values, it's like if a company has 1,000 employees, you can make a statement that says you're speaking for all 1,000 of your employees.
That's what I'm saying,
right?
And a company like Amazon, it ain't 1,000,
right? Like, okay, you're gonna make a statement on the war in Ukraine, but what if one of your employees has family in Russia and he's like, you know what, I kind of support the war, or I don't support the war, right? Like, I think it's very foolish, or like the big thing now. I haven't seen companies release a statement on, but the big thing people are mad at now is the new Little Mermaid. It's a black actress playing Little Mermaid.
Oh, I saw a clip of that.
To which, who the fuck cares? Like, who the fuck actually cares?
It's a mermaid.
Oh, it's a mermaid. But here's the thing.
She's not. This wasn't a real mermaid.
But the crazy thing is, here's what I'm seeing. This completely, because no company is releasing a statement on Little Mermaid other than maybe the movie studio who's producing the company, producing the movie, which in that case would be fair. Like if Disney released a statement, that's fair because it's their property, their movie, and it has to do directly with them. But if like Warner Brothers released a statement, what are you doing? Right?
Yo,